Hey guys, so you can probably tell that today's video I'm going to be talking about helmets, but not going to be talking about if you should wear one or if you shouldn't wear one. That's up to you. It's your head. I wear one all the time. Ashley wears one all the time. I mean, it's our choice. I'm not going to talk about brands of helmets, which ones are better, which ones are worse. My favorite is Shoei helmets, and then Bell helmets are my second. I have both. Ashley has a Sedici helmet, and she has a Shoei helmet. So, but we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff either. I'm going to talk about one helmet in particular that gets a lot of attention on the internet. I've seen the picture of it, I don't know how many times on multiple bike sites and just floating in news feeds and stuff like that. And I'm sure you guys have seen it too. It's got basically the top of the helmet has been scrubbed flat. And looking at it myself personally, I think it could have happened on a road, because if you got wedged under something and drug, it could be sanded down like that. Other people are like, it's fake, there's no way. There you can see the grinder marks. No, it's straight lines in it, so there's no grinder marks. But then you point that out and they're like, oh, it's a belt sander. Well, okay, a belt sander could do that, but if you're using a belt sander, wouldn't the road do the same thing? So today, my video is I am going to take that HJC helmet I've got sitting over there on the chair that you saw, the last helmet that I showed, and I am going to go out on my motorcycle, and I'm going to put it on my foot, basically, and I'm going to drag it down the road a ways. I'm going to actually look up how far it takes for a fully loaded semi to stop from 70 miles an hour. So it'd be like somebody crashing in front of the semi, getting caught underneath the axle or something and drug, and see what it'll do to the helmet. And I'm just going to be approximate. It's not going to be a Mythbusters thing or anything like that. I'm just going to show that if you got drug and your helmet was drug on the pavement, that it could happen, or what happens. And I mean, the construction of the helmet's going to make a difference too. I don't know what this HGC helmet's made out of. Some helmets are fiberglass, some are plastic, some are carbon fiber. So I mean, they're all going to be different in that situation too. So whatever this HGC helmet does, we'll see. But yeah, I'll film all that, and then I'll come back and talk about it afterwards and show you guys. Okay guys, hopefully the camera's going. Let's look and make sure. Yep, it's working. So there's the sacrificial helmet. We'll just go out to a road out here. I looked up how long it takes for a semi to stop. A fully loaded commercial semi can stop at from 65 miles an hour. It takes 525 feet. So if you're on the interstate, they're doing 75, 80. So it's probably at least an eighth of a mile for them to be able to stop if they're fully loaded. I'm going to go out, do about 30, put my foot down and drag this helmet for 1/10 of a mile, because that's not going to be as far as you could get drug, and it's not going to be at as high a speed, just because more safety for me in case the helmet kicks back and tries to break my leg or gets wedged underneath the foot peg or something. So a little bit of safety for me, and it's still, I think, going to come up with the results that'll show what I want it to. But yeah, let's head out there and see what we end up with. Let's see here. So if everything goes according to plan, it's going to end up being a pretty ugly helmet. But like I said, if you guys have seen the picture of the helmet I'm talking about, it's, oh no, I'm riding on grass. I better be careful, I might crash. But anyway, it does look fake because it is very, very ground down. But if you're wedged, say you're driving down the interstate 75, 80 miles an hour, or you're an idiot that's doing 120 miles an hour or 130, and you clip a car and it causes you to crash, and you slide in front of a semi and end up underneath it or under the side of it, and somehow you avoid the tires and you get wedged on an axle, right? So, or their spare tire carrier, or one of their stands for when they unhook the trailer. I mean, something hooks you, so you're being drugged underneath this trailer. Your head's dragging on the pavement. This is the experiment I'm going to try and do here to see what your helmet's going to look like when that happens. Hopefully it works decent. But I'm going to get off this road because there's a tractor behind me. And they probably want to turn here too, but I'm just going to pull over and let them go by, and then we'll do our experiment. Oh, they went by the other way, so we're good. So I'm going to throw this helmet on my right foot, or try to. And then from there, we're going to see if I can get up some speed. Now, it's a modular helmet, so I'm hoping it doesn't pop open and just go flying and do something stupid, right? But we'll see what we can do here. Put my kickstand down before I do this, just in case my bike falls over. Turn on this camera. Okay, recording. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this decent. It fits on my foot pretty good, and it's not coming off, so, alright. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good push down on it, but it's going to, I think it's going to show us what we want to see. So here we go. I'm going to go about, like I said, 30 for about 1/10 of a mile, right? So we're doing 30. If this road's pretty rough, hopefully it doesn't kill me. 30, 35. Let's see, where are we at? Let's get into my trip-mometer. There we go. Let's reset it. Here we go. Oh, I'm hitting some rough spots where I can't keep my foot down. There's a 10th. Alright. Let's see what we got. I have a feeling it's a lot more wore down than we're going to expect. Problem is going to be getting my foot out of it. Okay. My foot's kind of wedged in it. Let's see, how do you open the modular part of it? Alright. Let's see here. This isn't going to work. This is pretty good humor for you guys, right? I don't know how this stupid helmet opens. Says you pull that, it should open, but it doesn't. Okay, let's see here. Slip my foot out of the boot, then maybe I can get my boot out of there. Okay, yeah, look at that. That's pretty crazy, actually. It's actually through the top layer. We'll go back and we'll look at it closer, but that was 30 miles an hour, probably not even 30, with me pushing down with maybe 50 pounds of weight. Alright guys, we're back at the house here, and as you can see, I mean, it definitely wore it flat, completely flat, and it actually tore through the top layer and took a chunk out of it, actually. And that's probably because the road was kind of rough that I was sliding it on, But this is a tenth of a mile at 25 to 30 miles an hour, and me maybe putting 50 pounds of weight on it, maybe, I'm thinking. Because I couldn't push down hard, or I'm going to shove myself over on my motorcycle, right? And so you see what kind of damage it does to your helmet. So that helmet that they show probably is real. Now, what was it in a controlled environment kind of like this? Maybe. But I mean, this could happen. I mean, really, if you were unconscious and you were sliding on the road with your head just laying on the road, sliding on your helmet, this could happen. I mean, a tenth of a mile, you're doing 80 miles an hour, you'll slide that far. It isn't that far. You think about it, what's a tenth of a mile? You know, a quarter of a mile is 1,380 feet, right? So that's 0.25. So you take that 2.5 times, right? So you're talking, it's probably about 500 feet, you know, something like that. So anyway, this just shows that helmet probably is real. And because this helmet did the exact same thing, if I'd have kept dragging it harder or further, it probably would have done more. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The helmets will save your life, obviously. So you're not going to just get road rash on your head. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Loki hopes you did too. He knows he likes his dad wearing a helmet because he wants his dad to come home at night. So anyway, adopt, don't shop. Catch you on the flip side.